English girl allegedly abducted, forced into 2 marriages, 8 abortions by Pakistanis during 12-year captivity. I wonder if the mainstream media is going to be talking about this. Probably not. Interesting, isn't it? Let's jump into it. Details of what may be Britain's worst ever grooming gang case are emerging after being taken up by a member of the House of Lords, with the victim allegedly abducted, held captive for 12 years, forced into 2 Islamic marriages and 8 abortions. House of Lords crossbencher Baroness Caroline Cox has taken up the case of Sarah, I'm presuming that's a fake name, who says she was kidnapped in Tesco car park at age 15 and subject to constant successions of rape and beatings over 12 years of captivity while police refused to intervene, according to the Daily Mail. Holy dooly. I know Sarah and her family, Baroness Cox told the newspaper. Every sex grooming case is terrible, but the length and cruelty of the abduction made it worse than I've known. Sarah, who was allegedly taken by Pakistani Muslims with a large extended family and connections to the minicab trade, and raped and beaten and made to swallow strong sedatives every day to make her docile, before being forced into a kind of domestic slavery and made to learn the Quran in Arabic and allowed to speak only in the Pakistanis language of Tura or Punjabi, according to the Daily Mail account of her ordeal. Police are alleged to have refused to investigate her disappearance or even listed her as missing. No, it looks like another police cover-up. God, it's ironic, isn't it? The Daily Mail reports of her claiming that even after she finally escaped and tried to report the experience to the authorities, a Muslim police officer turned off the tape recording during an interview and told her to drop allegations against one of her attackers because of lack of evidence. I wonder if that police officer will be investigated. The police officers came from the same community as the gang and has since been imprisoned for child sex crimes himself, she told the newspaper. Oh, okay, so there's nothing like a corrupt cop, but anyway. Sarah says her alleged captors said to have forced her to wear Islamic clothing during including a veil, came to her once a day and presented her with an Islamic wedding certificate signed by an imam at the local mosque and told her they were married. Okay, please tell me you have the name of that imam. And why is the UK keeping these sort of people in there? Why aren't you deporting them? It's weird. They won't allow Lauren Southern to go into the UK, but golly gosh, we'll let these people stay. No worries whatsoever. Quote, I now think this marriage was a way to make the police believe I was a willing wife if they ever found me, she said. When her alleged captor tired of her, he disavowed their marriage by simply telling her 3 times they were divorced in the Islamic style and married off to another Muslim. She said she was simply bundled downstairs from her bedroom with almost no warning into a roomful of clapping guests, with the wedding ceremony being over in a matter of minutes before she was forced upstairs with her new husband. Poor girl. This girl's going to need so much therapy. The woman had put petals on my bed in the Muslim tradition, she claimed. The strange man began putting his hands all over me. I was so weak I couldn't fight him. He raped me there and the wedding party was still going on downstairs. Sarah now lives at a secret address away from her family so they cannot be threatened. But her alleged kidnapper, who tracked her down after a failed escape once before, is alleged to have acquired her phone number already and called to abuse her as white trash that you seemingly want to marry. What does that say about you? She is receiving advice from the Christian Legal Center and the Mothers Against Radical Islam and Sharia organizations as police blatantly gather evidence to present to the Crown Prosecutor's Service. Thank God the cops are actually finally doing a job. But, 12 years too late or whatever. But it appears that no charges have been laid against her alleged abusers for the time being. Okay, so forget what I said. The cops aren't doing their job. Holy dooly. Okay, what do you reckon? The left will touch this one too with the 10-foot pole? Look, at the end of the day, deport them. Deport them or execute them. Bring back lethal injection. I'm sorry, how many of these cases do we have to hear about before we sit there and say there is something seriously wrong in this situation? A girl who was 15 was kidnapped from a car park, if you believe her allegations, married twice, had been 8 abortions, been raped countless times, hundreds of times presumably, was disappeared for 12 years. The police never investigated or refused to investigate, and when she finally got away from them all, she goes to a police officer who is from the same community. He literally stops the recording halfway through and tells her to drop the case because of lack of evidence. Wow! If someone had told me this wasn't the UK, if someone had said to me this had happened over in the Middle East, I'll be like, yeah, I'll be not surprised. Not the single bit surprised. But you say this happens in England? Over in what? London? England somewhere? And I'm totally shocked that this is happening, let alone the fact that the authorities still haven't arrested anybody. Because we don't want to be too offensive to certain cultures. Jesus Christ. The UK Police Department really does need to stop going after people that send mean tweets and maybe start investigating people that are raping young girls. I thought, as a community, the UK was generally against rape, kidnap, forced marriages, forced abortions, drugging. I thought that was, something that maybe the police department might take an interest in. But don't worry, they're too busy investigating a mean tweet. Jesus friggin' Christ. Look, am I surprised about this? No. Is this pathetic and sad? Yes. And will the police department do anything unless we jump up and down and bring this into a national spotlight? Probably not. But hey, it's the UK. It's progress. Diversity is our strength. Multiculturalism, everybody. Yeah, multiculturalism has failed. Okay? It started failing when you started importing the third world. But I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think that we should just start executing or bring back the death penalty? Bring back capital punishment for these sort of people? Do you think at the end of the day, and I'm not saying that because he's a Muslim, so don't go flagging this video. I'm saying it because he's raped someone. Feminists who go on about this rape culture we supposedly have. Here is an actual case of rape. Some girl kidnapped and repeatedly raped for 12 years. Drugged, kidnapping, rape, forced abortions. And what does the feminist movement do? Stick their fingers in their effing ears and go, la, 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 la. Great women movement. Let's see how many of you tackle this subject. Probably never. But look, at the end of the day, guys, let me know your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.